Hello, welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. As I always say at the beginning, please like, please share, and please subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that. So, first of all, apologies. I thought we were playing today, as I mentioned in my last video, the Burnley post match. I did check before making the video, and I don't know why I said it was on Tuesday rather than Wednesday. I'm just going to put it down to probably because I was still livid after not securing us not securing the 3 points against Burnley at the weekend. So anyway, here we are. Obviously, this is the Champions League fixture: Marseille, Liverpool, 8 p.m. kickoff tomorrow, and let's let's get through this lot then. Okay, so look at their league position in Liga 1, as it's pronounced. Don't ask me why. My French is rubbish. They've played 18, won 11, drawn 2, lost 5, scored 54 goals, and only conceded 19. So they are far the biggest goal scorers in that French league by far, but they've lost more than half of the games that they've won as well. So the last game was against Angers. They away and they won 5-2. I think they were 4-0 up at by 40 minutes. So you can tell that obviously their manager, who's Roberto De Zerbi, you remember him off Brighton? He was 2 years there, wasn't he? 22 to 24, I think, before he left. Can we say he fell out with the owners? He started to question Brighton's method of getting players in and selling them for a record fee. Look, if that's how Brighton owners want to be, that's how Brighton owners want to be. And yeah, he wasn't when he started having a go at the players, and I think he left badly. But there's an Italian for you. Not getting on with the owners of your paymasters, should I say. So anyway, he's ended up at sometime in 2024, he ended up at Marseille, taking the reins then. So let's have a look. They've played 6 Champions League fixtures. Let's see how they've got on in those. First one was away to Real Madrid. They lost 2-1. De Zerbi played a 4-2-3-1 formation. The next game after that, the second one was home to Ajax, and they won 4-0. And that was a 4-3-3 formation he used against them. Then he went away to Sporting Lisbon. They lost 2-1, and for some reason he adopted a 5-4-1 formation, which is very defensive minded. And then he was at home to Atalanta. I kept saying they were. They lost 1-0. Again, he adopted the 5-4-1 formation there. And then they played Newcastle at home and won 2-1 in that one. And it was a 3-5-2 in that game. It would probably been a more 3-4-3, I would imagine. And then away to Union Sant, however you pronounced it, Giuliano or something. They won 3-2 and he played a 4-3-3. So he's mixed it about in his formations. They're currently 16th in the Champions League table. They've played 6, won 3, drawn none, and lost 3, scored 11, and conceded 8. I think that's same as Liverpool's, if I'm not mistaken there. Got ex-Premier League players in there. Mason Greenwood of Manchester United. He left under a cloud, didn't he, at United for what he did. Adibang Abu Bamyang, ex Arsenal forward, and did he play at a couple of new other clubs in the Premier League as well? Emerson, the left back, Brazilian, who played for Italy, and yeah, so there's a few in there. I'm sure I've missed some out. For Liverpool, obviously, we line ninth place in the table. We've played 6, won 4, drawn none, lost 2, and there you go. Scored 11, conceded 8, and we're on 12 points, whereas Marseille are on 9 points. So let's have a look at how the Reds can progress through. Well, say progress through. They're not going to not qualify for the knockout stages, so that's for sure. So let's just work out the permutations of that, shall we? Reds require 1 point to confirm the place in the knockout playoff phase from their 2 remaining fixtures. This is for teams finishing from 9th to 24th in the final standings. So, but however, they can also get into the top 8, can't they? The Reds can also still finish in the top 8. They're only currently outside that by goal difference. We don't score many goals, do we? The clubs who finish in the top 8 bypass the playoff stage and advance straight into the round of 16s. So we'll look at the dates, shall we? See when the dates are, because obviously I'm hoping that Liverpool don't lose these 2 games. Obviously, the other one is a week on Wednesday, is it, at home to Qarabag. So yeah, let's have a look at the dates on here. Dates for the 2-legged playoffs will be played 17th, 18th of Feb and the 24th and 25th of Feb, after the draw is made on January the 30th. Okay, so that's something for us to just bear in mind. The round of 16 dates are drawn February the 27th and will be played on March the 10, 11 and March the 17 and 18. Now, I'm doing this one because Arne Slot is doing his press conference tonight at 18:40 p.m. What a strange time to do that. Maybe I know the players have trained this afternoon at 12:15, so they'll probably have flown out about maybe 4 o'clock from Liverpool down to the south of France. So the squad was announced. Mo Salah's back. That has to be a plus. He didn't pull up any of the trees in the Afcon. Well, he probably did in the early stages, but not in the latter stages. So he's back. Has to be a bonus to have him back. Have we missed him? Well, we're unbeaten since he's been away, but they've been draws, haven't they? So yeah, he's on the flight. I know that because I put out a tweet about the players that were on that plane. Now, one player that was missing from training was Konate. There is a family issue that he's had to go to France for. So I'm not sure if he will meet up with the squad or not from France tomorrow down at Marseille. So yeah, no Ibu Konate training today, and there might be a doubt with him. So I did this report set last night, so I might have to have a rethink about the team that I'm just going to mention to you guys. Let's have a look. So Ali in goals, Frimpong and Kirkes, the fullbacks. And I put Konate and Van Dijk in there. Now, if it's not going to be Konate or Van Dijk, he's got to put Joey in there, hasn't he? Because Marseille are a good team going forward, because that's how uh, De Zerbi likes to have his team play on the front foot. They don't sit back. They will be going for Liverpool in this game, because they're only 3 points behind them, and they've still got a great chance of making the top 8 as well. So yeah, if there's no Konate, put Joey in there. I've gone for the midfield of Gravenberch, Maka, Slobosly, and Jones. I think he's going to set up like he'd set up against Milan. Um, you know, having more men in midfield. And the reason I say that is because I think that De Zerbi, although he plays that 3-5-2, I think it'd be more like 3-4-3 against us. And we need our midfielders to be on it. So I think he'll play all the 4 midfielders. And then up front, it'll be Wirtz and Ekatike. I'm not so sure he's going to play the diamond, though. That's the only thing I'm not 100% sure about Arne Slot doing that against a very attack-minded Marseille team. So, yeah, Marseille will be looking to pressure us, counter-attack. I think they'll flood the midfield with the full-backs bombing up and down. So make it someone difficult for us to play. I think it'll be an open game, and we need to be on it. So Slot needs to devise a plan to counter this. We've certainly not been good of late, have we, in the Premier League? And obviously this is the Champs League, and we've we lost 1-0 and 4-1. 1-0 to Galatasaray away and 4-1 home. Lost to PSV, which still probably haunts us. So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear what Slot says in his press conference, which is just going to be just over an hour's time. So yeah, I mean, Liverpool have options now, apart from Isak not being there, but Mo Salah coming back. We have a bit more strength, and I can see him probably coming off the bench and playing a part, because obviously he's travelled and he's only met up with the squad back today at Anfield, and he's trained with them. I've not seen the post-match video of the training session. I just saw photos of that. So yeah. One last thing I want to say is, it is Marseille. There has been trouble in Marseille when supporters from other clubs and British clubs have gone there, because the French police are crap. They don't look after citizens from other countries really well. So Liverpool have put a statement out that's saying, look, if you meet in the square, please don't put any flags up. Please don't dress in football gear. I mean, I understand why they're doing it, but surely that can't be right now, can it? That, Liverpool have been advised by the French police. I can't see Marseille being very helpful. I can't see that the French police are very helpful, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, I just want all our fans to be safe over there. We have sold out. I know of one supporter who I've had a chat with the past few weeks. He's not going. The reason he's not going is because you have to meet up 4 hours, 5 hours before the game, and then you herded onto coaches, and then you have to wait another hour or so to get into the ground. And also, he said, I'm not doing any of that. And So he's give up his ticket, and it's going to someone else who's going to bear the brunt of all that. And unfortunately, it's again in France, isn't it? And so yeah, I've got my fingers crossed that the Liverpool contingent that goes out with the supporters will make sure that they're there to help the supporters and make sure that there's going to be no issues at all there. Right, okay, thanks for watching this video. There will be a post match. It'll be out on Thursday around about 7. I'll speak to you guys then. Okay, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening and enjoy the game tomorrow, and I'll speak to you on Thursday. Up the Reds.